Hey, it's Rebecca from the Trellis team. I am so excited about our Razor's Edge integration and how we're helping organizations just like yours save time and ultimately find more donors in their database that they didn't realize had the potential to be long-term supporters of their organization. And so I want to take the next few minutes to walk you through what other organizations have set up and how you can do something similar for your organization. First, I went over to my Trellis account and navigated to the integration section and specifically my Razor's Edge integration. Prior to this video, I actually went through and connected to my existing Razor's Edge account, which I can assure you is very easy to do as well. But from here, I can customize all my other settings. I go into my settings section and you'll notice in here, there's lots of different options around what customizations I can do. Our goal with this integration is to make sure that the data that is synced into your Razor's Edge account appears exactly how you're hoping it's going to look, which means we're going to offer you as many customizations as possible to make sure that it happens in the most efficient and effective way. One of the options that we have is an auto sync, which means when a transaction happens in Trellis, it's automatically going to appear in Razor's Edge. I've got this turned on, and this saves me so much time alone. I've also got options to customize my individual and organization constituents and how those are going to appear in my Razor's Edge account. I can set my match criteria to say what I want and how I want my constituents to match from a transaction in Trellis to an existing or new constituent in Razor's Edge. I can set my primary and secondary match criteria to make sure that the right constituent is going to be matched to in my account. And in the case that it's a new constituent being created, I can even set a constituent code and set the start date to make sure that's going to match and format the way that I'm hoping to in Razor's Edge. With the integration, we will never override or delete any information that you currently have in Razor's Edge. Instead, we'll add it as additional information that you can also use at your disposal. And in order to make that even more efficient and simple for you to understand, we have also added in a new contact information type field. What we're seeing most organizations do is actually set a new default address type, email type, and phone type in Razor's Edge as Trellis address, Trellis email, and Trellis phone to again help you easily identify where this information is coming from so you can make the best decisions about how you want to use it moving forward. We've also got options for organizations to make sure that you can set all of those settings for any sponsors that you have or any corporate partners or donors that you also have as part of your donor base at the organization. As a fundraising platform, we're committed to providing you with as many different ways to fundraise on our tools. And so that means that there's also additional constituents that you could potentially be syncing. Through our integration, we make sure that you have the option to sync all of those individuals as well, which is why we offer some advanced constituent sync options like auction bidders, free purchasers, ticket holders, and uploaded attendees if you're using our bulk upload option as well. Especially with your auction bidders, you're able to find new individuals who maybe haven't supported your cause before, but are still participating that have the potential to become high-value individuals for your organization moving forward. We also offer some spouse match settings as well and some decisions that you can make around how non-constituent spouses are handled if they make a purchase on the platform. Finally, there's also some options for gift sync settings, so you can make sure that the gift types show up exactly how you're expecting them, that fees are included or not included depending on what you prefer, and also that we have options for a tax receipt stack. Just a note, that's only going to show up on Database View or for our Canadian organizations, but it's going to allow you to identify where your tax receipts are coming from when sending automated tax receipts, and potentially from a handful of different platforms. Finally, you can also choose what your gift date is set at and when a gift is actually going to appear in Razor's Edge, if that's the checkout date or the payout date. On Trellis, we go with a weekly payout option. Now, these settings are all done on an organization-wide account level. So for each individual fundraiser, we recognize that you might have additional settings or configurations that you need to make as well, which is why when you go in to edit the specific fundraiser you're working on, you can navigate to the Razor's Edge settings as well through our integration. And in here, you have the option to override or customize any of the changes that you've already made. So maybe for this fundraiser, I need to change some of my match criteria, or I want to make sure that it actually includes a different constituent code. I can do that and customize the fundraiser settings for just this one particular fundraising event that I'm hosting without impacting anything else. I also have the option to use campaign, fund, appeal, and package settings and configure my fund, campaign, appeal, and packages at an entire fundraiser level, setting a specific fund for the entire fundraiser. Or for all of them, I have the option to even configure it on a fundraiser level. And even for some, I may want to configure it on a purchasable level, with each individual specific event ticket type maybe having a different package it's associated with. And finally, we have options for events module too. We know how important it is to make sure that all of these elements in Razor's Edge are working together, which is why we've got that set up straight in the integration too. You can connect to an existing Razor's Edge event that you've already set up, or create one straight through our platform. We also have options around how you handle fees, making it even easier to identify and see exactly what is happening with any transactions that have happened in Trellis that are now appearing in Razor's Edge. With the integration, once you're done setting up all of your settings, it is so easy to start to see your data appear right in your CRM. In fact, I can just go over to my results, open up the all transactions section, and click to the fundraiser that I'm interested in. In here, I can see a Razor's Edge system ID, and I can even see a hyperlink, which is going to take me directly to Razor's Edge NXT, where I can open up this specific constituent, see the gift history, the event participation history, and everything else that I need to know and see that's being pulled from this Trellis transaction that's taken place. With our integration, our whole goal has been to help you customize the information and provide it all in a way that's going to be the most efficient and effective for your organization. We are so excited about how we've been helping other organizations save time with this integration, and we are so excited to do the same with you.